love a chick and do certain things and still be one of the wildest killer dudes out there. I'm not gonna say a sucker for love. Who could be a sucker for love? Love is a good thing. Wiz?
Oh yeah, a silly. Okay. Oh,
You know, he doing like the guests do when they come. He's reading it to himself like he's not live. Read it out loud.
okay, because I did the work phonics. Okay. On Google, the correct definition for simp says a silly or a foolish person.
Silly or foolish?
So that's what what's the name was saying
But
was
does that
silly of
make
me.
it
She was
foolish?
being a simp. Silly of me.
Well, what makes
to
you
think
silly?
that
What
I-
makes you foolish? If you putting forth effort, I feel like even if you getting it wrong in the beginning, I bought you flowers. Okay, you didn't like flowers. Okay, so then I stopped buying you
But
flowers.
see, you gotta learn.
You gotta learn those stuff.
It's all about women will drop jewels
Uh-huh.
to tell you what they like. That's the thing. If you into a woman,
No,
you
no.
invest in, then you listen to the stuff that they like.
No, you can't listen to a woman. You gotta watch a woman. I'm learning that.
You watch
Forget
it,
listening to them. You gotta watch them. They'll
That's
say
too
one
much,
thing
man.
and they'll be doing a whole nother thing. Watch the environment. Watch who they're around. Watch the places they go. You know what I'm saying? Not on some stalkers. See, now you stalkers. Those are simps. Stalking, we're not talking about stalking, but pay attention to your environment. Use all your senses that you got, and even the one you don't got, the sixth sense. Pay attention.
I want to be like
going
Joe
on.
from you. He was looking out the window watching them,
Oh my goodness, ladies and
writing it
gentlemen.
down.
Test
But
was
you gotta watch. You watched you right.
uh
You saw you.
Uh-huh.
He knew the people that he was stalking. Knew what they like. Knew what their colors, what dresses, everything. Who their friends is, all that.
But all of that helps you if you use the information correctly. And Lady D said, test was performed in school as an adult. We should know what we want and need in a relationship. But those things evolve, just like in school. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you have, in my opinion, it's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Gatekeeper. That's why we're here talking. Just opinion.
It's just his thoughts.
This is my opinion.
Just his thoughts.
You know,
right
I don't require the same things I required at 25. I've evolved. I wanted more. My partner doesn't require the same things they was at 25. They want more, some less.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like we can't just go to Popeyes every day now. You know what I'm saying? No, we got to cut that in half.
I'll be one of the PS5.
You know, yeah, I still ain't get the PS5. You know,
Oh
we'll
my
talk
God.
about that. We'll talk about that
2K,
later. There's all types of love out there here in the world today. There is, you know what I'm saying? But we ain't gonna get with that flag situation, man. We'll talk about that another time. You have to listen because we always right. Well, that's why you don't listen. That's exactly why you don't listen. Because it's not about being right. It's about giving us the information so we input it in our brain so we can make things more smooth.
Joe
You know what I'm
was
saying? Not
definitely
just
a
agree with-
simp. No, he was a killer.
Oh, no, he was not a simp.
He was a
not
killer.
He was not a simp.
He was a killer.
He was not a simp.
He's a different
You're
type
not
of simp.
You're not a simp. So we got a couple other tests. And one thing I do want to say is how many people really are going to admit that they really be testing situations? Because if you wasn't on the show, nobody know you like to go in medicine cabinets and raid like Indiana Jones. You understand what I'm saying? Nobody would know that. You know, you're always being tested in life, whether you like it or not. You know what I'm saying? The question is can you be honest with a person and let them know later on? And that's what the 1690 was about, was meeting up later, telling the person, hey man, this wasn't right. You know what I'm saying? And then moving forward, we don't get to
and also one more thing. The breath test. Too.
The breast test, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But we talked about that. If somebody offer you a gum, you automatically gotta take it. I think you brought that up last time. When you said. So we got the 3-for-3 rule. And ladies and gentlemen, these are not stuff that I'm just coming up with. There's a 7 out of 7 rule, a 2-for-2 rule.
Chucky made them.
Where do you think this is coming from, Wiz?
Chucky.
Women are out there putting together so the same people that are, you know what I'm saying, telling us we don't need to be being on notice. That's why I gotta read and research. They coming up the women, they coming up with hey Al, how many men out here making up rules? Al, we ain't making them no rules. How many guys out here? We ain't making them no rules. Name one rule you made up or one test you made up.
The bathroom one.
All right, you didn't make that up. You heard that from somebody.
I made it up.
Men and women listen and communicate differently. Yes, we know that. Then we talked about that when it comes to we were talking about love language and things like that. So love language is always important, but a lot of times women do misdirection. They'll say one thing and mean a total opposite.
Yes.
So that's why you gotta pay attention. How many times you came home, I ain't mad, but she's slamming on the doors? What you gonna listen to her saying she ain't mad, or you gonna pay attention to her slamming the door? Go ahead, what you gonna pay attention to?
I'm just gonna I'm not. I'm like she cool down.
Why? Because you didn't listen to what she said. You saw the action, right?
Damn.
So yeah, you gotta pay attention. You take too long to input it. But by the time you do that, we wouldn't already have had the problem fixed. See, and that's another thing. you gotta learn about women. A lot of women, right? You know what I mean? They don't really want your motherfucking help. You know how Bernie Mac shake his head? What? Oh, what were we supposed to say? I forgot. Ladies? I'm sorry, ladies. Ladies, you know what I'm saying? They want your opinion, but they don't want your help. I'm gonna leave that alone. All right. So you got the 3 for 3 rule. You know what that is?
What's the 3 for 3?
You gotta have 3 dates before you have sex.
I thought that was the Wendy rule.
The 3 for 3.
I thought you wanted the Wendy rule.
I didn't even know that exists. Now this one I found this one really really exciting. Do you know there's a rule for how you sit at the table? Like if you go on a date, right? You go on a date. Which way you think you're supposed to sit?
Hold on, this is what you do.
He go with the mop again. No, don't get off the actions.
I'm like this.
Don't go off of actions. No, you gotta go off of actions, ladies and gentlemen.
You gotta make sure you're a gentleman.
So if I sit you and then I treat you like trash, was that a good test?
That wasn't a test.
Yeah.
Like some woman they'll let you know.
Well, you gonna sit there and cough because when I came up, we wasn't pulling out chairs.
Like, damn, it's the air quality.
It's the air quality. The air quality. Ladies and gentlemen, the phone lines is open 347-708-0216. We're about to switch to the next topic after we, wrap up a couple more things about this one. So there's a 3 for 3 rule, and then there's a 7 for 7 rule. There's a lot of different rules.
What Kai said about date, what it stands for.
Yeah, dick at the end. You know what I'm saying?
We didn't
That's
say
my man Kai. I'm coming over to spend the night. No. You got that one, Wiz?
They do that. They do that to see if you're listening or paying attention. Women are ultimate attention seekers.
See, and that's what I'm saying. And most men nowadays have lost that attention part of us. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like they really good at the video game, but everything else around them is like blah. What happened? We got another one. So this one the table sitting situation, right? I was told by someone when they told me, they said, listen, when you go out on a date and you sit across from your partner, it shows that you're engaged and you're in love or whatever else y'all want to do. When y'all sitting together, even if your arms is around them, when y'all sit together, it's letting other people know that she's still available. What do you think about that?
Nah, I thought that. Unless you're chilling like this and you're like,
gatekeeper, not opening doors or pulling out chains. LOL. Listen, cheers. Listen here. I'm not, but I've adapted and I've started opening more doors. And most places we go to benches, there ain't no chance to pull out anyway, wise guy. But at the end of the day, if I'm I was shown. I don't want to say taught because sometimes we picked up things the wrong way. Because the people that was doing it, they was just doing it. They wasn't explaining as we going along. And that's why Behind the Enemy Lines is here. You know what I'm saying? We talk about relationships for the male point of view, but we don't exclude the ladies. You know what I'm saying? A lot of women don't want to hear you didn't know or you didn't have nobody to watch. No, some of us didn't have a great grandfather to watch. Sometimes we didn't have, you know what I'm saying? And the Boy Scouts wasn't in my part of my neck of the woods. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't I didn't get no badges. I got hood
so
scrapes.
What the post split up?
You know what I'm saying?
Like,
we didn't get it.
We come back together. We Voltron.
So it took a long time to learn certain things, but it helped us evolve. You pull out. We said, I'll read it right now. I'm sorry. You pull out that chair just as you would open the door. All men wasn't taught that in the beginning. Any man that just came out and said they knew that, they was lying. Back in the 60s and the 70s, there was things that was forecast and shown to y'all over and over, so y'all knew it. And then there was a dropping of the ball. A lot of people don't want to admit where that knowledge wasn't passed down. And now us gotta come and redo it again. So if you sit across from your girl, that means you're not together. No, it means you together. That's what they say, because you got that attention. There's a connection.
Like this.
How he was explaining it. Yeah, right. Right. We sit together.
But once she pick up her phone,
so yeah, and that's another thing we talk about with the phones.
Right. No, that's another thing. Women, please, ladies, if we at the table, okay, let's have a conversation. Don't put out the phone for the food. People don't.
And like I said,
like we can't serve somebody.
And like I said, this is
we
not
serving. We ain't serving nowadays.
Yeah. And this and that and what it is, and I usually sit facing the door, you know what I'm saying, for the safety feature. Yeah. But I had an older gentleman tell me about that. I never knew that was a thing either. So, and then one that I love the most, of course, the 90-day rule. Ladies love to go by that, and Steve Harvey. 90-day rule, is that test really a test? I don't believe
wait
it.
for 90 days. I think not.
And I ain't waiting for no damn 90 days either. If you feel in the moment, baby, let's make it happen.
Sometimes,
We grown. You know what I'm
Sometimes
saying? Come on now.
sometimes
You
relationships
don't
go
get
by
down on it.
2.5
Come on, you
seconds.
hear the song, get down on it. What are we playing around for?
Get down on it.
Get down on it. But you know, you watch the 5 Heartbeats, right?
Yeah.
And this is a rule I love. And I want to know how many guys done did this. And they lying if they say they ain't do it. I gotta fight to prove my love.
Oh, I thought you was gonna do the
Shot, brother.
Ray Charles.
No. I gotta fight
90
to
days
prove my
like-
love. You know what I'm saying? How many of them there?
Yeah.
You supposed to
that
sit
rule.
side by side all the day, every day. No, I thought that was the thing, Melly Bean, sitting side by side. But how the other gentleman explained it.
No, but you gotta remember, you can't say the 5 Heartbeats
Why I can't?
because Dark Girl.
Yeah, but we're not
Somebody
talking about
brother.
we're not talking about the 5 Heartbeats. We're talking about the guy when he came back to the table with the glass of water.
Yeah.
And his girl was doing the shot brother act.
Yeah.
And then he put down the water and said, I gotta fight every night to prove my love.
Well,
Do we really gotta fight every night to prove our love?
Doc didn't fight his brother. He was like this. JT, I'm leaving the group.
So, you know, those are some of the tests that I heard about. Y'all ain't put nothing in the chat that y'all heard about that y'all might have used. Because everybody used some test at some point, whether it worked or not. So like I said, when I was doing the research,
He
the
does
30,
research.
60, 90, and when you're doing these tests, it's partly improving yourself while you're, you know what I'm saying, growing in the relationship. So the 30, 60, 90 is a test that you do. You don't tell a person you're doing it, but it's a test that you do. And it's a little different because you let the person know up front that it's happening. Like, hey, it's different from the 90-day rule because it's not really just strictly about sex. If sex happens in between or whatever, it's fine. It's the 30, 60, 90 means we're going to date and do whatever we do for 30 days. On that 30th day, we're going to come to dinner. But it's a business dinner.
Lady D said you should know the last name first. Well, Facebook and Instagram usually tell us the last name, so we can bypass that.
So after 30 days, we come to a dinner and we go over how things have been going in the relationship. Talk about the good, the bad, what you like, what I didn't like, things that was wrong, things that was right, what I need to improve, what you need to improve.
What you take accountability for.
What you take accountability, those type of things you bring up right then and there.
Yeah.
And then if you guys agree or whatever, you decide to go for the 60 day. After that 60 day.
It's like,
but it's different.
Like
but once again, once you get that extension, when you get to 60 days, did it really improve? Did you really work on what you said you was going to work on? Anyone who waits 90 days is a simp because while you waiting, she giving her side due. I might wait a week. Well, if she's still not giving up the goods, I'm out. I don't know if that's true. You got a lot of women that are saying, and that's why we're talking about this because last night I was in the part of a conversation, right? And there was a conversation that Tug of War was having about, you know, women being upset, especially the black women being upset that our guys are starting now to be in different relationships. It's the two of y'all against the world. You keep everyone else across from you, friends, kids, etc. I agree, and that's another thing we got to get back in relationships.
Outside noise.
In your case, WIZZ, the real name, LOL. But when they started talking about more black women, and I noticed while I was on vacation as well, the other races are winning. They scooping up these brothers. You know what I'm saying? And the girl, when she was talking last night, she was very upset and got upset quick. Like, oh, y'all blaming us. This is always us. And I'm like, no, it's not always us blaming y'all, but there's levels that have to happen in a relationship. And that's why I think the 30, 60, 90 works. Because when you've been in situations, we start building up these walls, we start raising up these gates, and we all talked about it, you know what I'm saying, through the trauma. It takes a long time for those blicks, those layers, those chains to come down before you even get to meet.
So that's why we're going
person.
Outside to the other race.
You know what I'm saying? No. It's not just that they were going to the other race. The other races are more accepting. They're being more kind. They're being more gentle. You know what I'm saying? Where women call them, oh, they run overs, they this, they that. See, before when we was dating, I wanted to bring this up, or before when they was in relationship, it was for what?
Can't say where to date.
It was for wealth, and this coming up in the second.
Okay.
It was for wealth, protection, and it was another reason. Food, protection, shelter. When people was calling back in the days, those are the things that was important. Now you got a lot of women that provide that for themselves So how they're treating people in relationships, especially early in relationships, especially now if you ain't got the bag. I was walking down the street, right? Straight up and down, Bronx, nice day, White Plains Road, walking down the street. Two chicks come out of the hair salon, you know, everything out, everything out. So just get a that view, everything out. Dude is standing on the sidewalk looking like he's like 70, 60, 60, early 50s, late 60s. He turned around to holler at them. First, they're like, oh, nah, nah, nah. He like, I got that money. As soon as he say he got that money, both of them stopped and turned around. Just don't play with me. You serious?
He didn't say I got candy for y'all?
No, no candy, no nothing. That is the change of where we at with relationships. We got to get back to the core of what relationships really are.
Granddad.
So when we get to the second topic, and like I said, if you guys want to go check out the 30, 60, 90, y'all can read it. You know what I'm saying? Go to Date Tips and Kathleen and Ways, you know what I'm saying? 30 days, you know what I'm saying? See if you like each other. 60 days.
It's 30 days with DIRTY.
You know what I'm saying? Work on what y'all want. And then 90 days, if y'all continue going the wrong way, that's when you commit to going in a long relationship. I think that'll be real good. There's no connection like turning to the left or the right to feel that vibe that you have with one another. That gentleman that told you the opposites couldn't be more wrong. True, but that's why I'm putting it out there for y'all to debate it as well. You know what I'm saying? Like we all got an opinion, and everybody's opinion matters here.
Well, I'm just saying. I gotta say this. I gotta say it because you know everybody plays a role. When it's just like a job. You're going to be good, but you don't want to lose your benefits. You're gonna be good straight to pass that probation period.
Yeah, but
once that probation period is over, the real self comes out.
But how many people are capable of really hiding something for 90 days?
I don't know.
Not a lot. Candy said candy for y'all. And Lady D said, LOL, I'm done. So our second topic, I labeled it warning signs, right? Do we quit too early or do we stay too long in unhealthy relationships? And I believe this is two sides of a coin that are very different, and both sides need to be worked on. You understand what I'm saying? Like a lot of people think, oh well, you know, I've been through this. What side of the coin am I on? When you come, you can't catch a coin.
I must be a giant.
Oh my goodness, he's a battle rapper now, ladies and gentlemen. He's a battle rapper, ladies and gentlemen. So, do we quit too early, or do we stay too long? So you asked about the success rate in these relationships, right? When I started researching for this topic, 90% of relationships of the age of people before 30 ends within 5 months. 5 months, ladies and gentlemen. I can hide something for 20 years, LOL. You came up in a different era. Lying was easy back then. I agree with that 100%. Some people hide their true selves for years. And once again, it's pretty hard. Most people can't stay consistent to a diet for 90 days, a workout regimen for 90 days, going to work if they wasn't getting paid for 90 days. They got some people that can't even do that. So to hide,
I try to be faithful to my barber. And if he's not available, I gotta go somewhere else.
You gotta go somewhere else.
That don't mean I'm cheap.
So yeah, I mean, and like I said, the
when
90
we look
days
at that like this, you can't be trusted, but you can be faithful to your barber. How can I trust you?
Yeah, and that's true. Maybe you can't trust me, and that's okay. But I can give you the true part of me, you know, and maybe you could work with that.
When I bump into my barber, I be telling him like, yo, I just got this haircut from down south.
So you know, at the end of the day, I'm saying that no test is foolproof, and no test should make or break if you want to be with someone. Stay too long, okay? Stay too long. And I'm gonna get to that because there's two sides of it. Staying too long in a negative relationship affects you one way, and not staying long enough to see if you can handle the pressure of a relationship is very important as well. It goes both ways nowadays. I've said it in a bad relationship for years. And with the bad relationship, like I said, 90% of relationships age 30 and younger, 5 months. And like I said, when they was courting back in the days, courting, back protection and shelter was something big. And the role reversal has kind of happened really quick. Because before it was the man that was providing those things up front. Nowadays, a lot of women are coming with their own shelter, food, and you know they got the burner rule. You know what I'm saying? Like, not to go too far left. What happened with the kid when he shot the dude in what was that, Philly? For his mom, he punched his mom.
No, that happened in Atlanta.
Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? They got the gun law. They got the gun line now, boss. Chicago, wherever it was. You know what I'm saying? Crazy situation, but I'm kind of glad that they dropped the charges. Ladies and gentlemen, remember at 6:15 we're gonna go to the wild card. So there were two different things that I read about. Bold beauty, you know what I'm saying? I'm probably not pronouncing it right, but it's spelled BOUDIV, BEAUTY, Endeavor, Wellness 2019. The degrees of staying in an unhealthy relationship, or the dangers, I want to say, not just degrees, the dangers. You can make an unhealthy relationship healthy if you want the relationship to work. And that's also another part I want to talk about that. Now, when I say unhealthy, don't stay in a relationship if men's putting their hands and feet on you. Same thing for a woman. If a woman is putting their hands and feet on you, as a man, you need to get out that relationship. When I'm talking about unhealthy relationship, I'm talking about communication problems, some of your cheating problems, me bringing some of my baggage from a previous relationship and not giving you a fair chance. I'm talking about those type of parameters because they can be worked on so you can agree with Producer P that, if you have those type of problems, it can be worked on if you guys both want to. What if you stay too long and ignore the warning signs? Usually something bad happens. And it talked about 6 different things that you can do. You know what I'm saying? That it hurts when you stay too long in that relationship. And you can read that one.
Once I dated this female for 5 years and she thought my name was Markel until she went into my wallet and spying and saw my real name is on my ID.
Well, I don't know why you had to lie for a whole 5 years. So was that your girl or was it your side?
I'm gonna leave out of here.
Warbucks, he got a book coming out, so he got a lot to tell. So we gonna
shout
talk
out.
about
My name used to be Tajay.
You know what I'm saying? So you got a difference between a real relationship and your side relationship, or as they would say in tug of war, the legs. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be the leg of a relationship, just like a business. It starts here, but then they got small little corporations that make their own legs.
Is it wrong if you live under a wrong alias?
It's wrong if you playing with somebody's emotions as far as they think they're in a single relationship, but you're playing.
Damn, Bucks, we messed up. So my name was Tajay. His name
that's
was Markel.
You're wrong.
My relationship was 3 years.
And that's when it's unhealthy and it's damaging to someone else. If you go into the relationship and they both know that, that's why they have open relationships. That's why they have other different type of relationships that happen. Forget what people frown upon. You know what I'm saying? But if it works for you and the person that you with, then it's fine. You know what I'm saying? You don't got to live to my standards. Now, I'm not going to be the one judging you when it comes that time. But if you and Tina decide to have 8 different people because y'all not ready to commit, but y'all still got something going on, as long as y'all both are in on it, there's nothing wrong with it. But when your name is Billy Johnson and she got to sneak into your wallet after 5 years, what are we talking about here? It was my club name, LOL. But it's your club name. But it's a reason why you didn't never give her your real name. You understand what I'm saying?
Tajay was my dot name.
Yeah, but it was a level that you never was going to let that person get in for whatever reason.
I didn't know I was going to get into a relationship, though. She passed by the 60, 30, the 90 days.
So that's when you have to start asking.
And I had to come up clean.
That's when you have to start asking yourself, what am I doing? Am I stringing this person along? And that goes to the other side when we talk about, leaving a relationship too early. You know what I'm saying? You was already out before you even stepped in. But we're going to get to that side of the coin. That's why I have 2 sides of the coin. You know what I'm saying? With your fake name, you was never really committed, but that person was committed to you and doing things for you, and you were just reaping all the benefits and damaging that person for the next person that they was with. What? Read it. You'll be just laughing.
I had my club names, Markel, Sugar Sean, and Deval.
Now, any one of those 3 guys, were they ever in a committed relationship? The survey says no. You are not.
Markel was. Tajay was.
No, it was. No, it was. Y'all playing. Y'all playing.
Y'all playing. I didn't know.
But
you remember that Tajay, right?
What y'all didn't know, or probably y'all didn't know, just didn't care because you was getting your benefit at the time, is that y'all was derailing someone else from having something special right then and there. Because now we got to take on that trauma. How many times you did it wrong? So now when I say my name is really Tyrone, like, no, it ain't. You just got that from the song. No, really, my name's Tyrone. Let me see your ID. This is how we got it. Now we got to reverse.
I just put the T on it.
No. You put the T on it. It's still not you. Why did you go in lying? That's the bigger question. Why did you go in lying? Ladies and gentlemen, we're not going to attack that right now. We're going to stay focused to WIZZ, Warbucks. They got a lot going on right now, but it's okay. It's okay. Behind the enemy line,
We're in Warbucks
5 to 7 p.m. Make sure y'all tag somebody and tell somebody. Staying too long in an unhealthy relationship. I'm not talking about the ones where you're getting hands and feet put on you when you're afraid to go home. You know a friend that's going through that, put in that phone call, help them out. Because sometimes they're too afraid to do it themselves. And in this wellness survey that I was reading, they talked about the dangers. And number one danger was it strains other relationships. You know what I mean? Because when you're in a relationship, how you treat that person, they're gonna internally reflect on other relationships, like the job relationship, friends you have, your friends that you have locally, your friends you might have out of town. It puts a strain on that relationship when you're not in a happy place. Maybe he didn't think that he was gonna last that long. Maybe it was supposed to be a hit and boot.
Yeah, that's what it was.
But now, because
all right,
Wiz, I'm gonna let you address that. Go ahead and address it.
I just didn't think it was gonna last, and we hit it off.
All right, and then hit it off. So so at what point did you say, okay, you know what? Because I don't blame the woman if she was mad in that situation. I don't blame her if she stabbed your car tires. I don't blame her if she threw a brick through your window. Because after the 90 days, after the 120, it was your choice to decide if you wanted to go further and drag that person along, or to say, you know what, this is only what I want. And that if she agreed to continue to go along with the lie, Al, am I lying, Al? Am I lying, Al? All right, if she continued to go along with the lie, then everybody's on a clean slate. There's no problem. But you was in the driver's seat. So once again,
I'm gonna tell you why.
Why?
Usher didn't come out with his confession album.
You didn't have to confess. It wasn't.
I'm saying ain't my love.
See, and you know that's the problem that men are having right now. Even men my age.
When Usher came out with confession, it made it much easier for men to come out and tell the truth.
You don't have to confess. You just have to
make
a decision. Yo, you didn't want. You wanted your.
Because she couldn't handle the truth.
You wanted to handle the truth.
She couldn't handle the truth.
No, you couldn't handle the truth.
You
couldn't handle the truth. You wanted your cake and eat it too. That's what it was. All right, say nothing less. Say nothing less. See, ladies, I'm here to represent y'all too. I'm holding the guys accountable. We talked about accountability. Phone lines are open. 347-708-0216. I never gave. I never gave female my real name, because I never knew my girl at the time knew. I never wanted to get caught up and see the exactly. You was living a double life. You're not 007. You chose to string her along. They can never say my name is Tim. Well, now they can't. That's why you're writing the book, because you done gave up all the stuff, information. We're going to timeout right now. Thank you, Lady D. Put him in timeout. He need to be in timeout because, you know, when the girl was saying that she was upset that women are taking over, the first thing they come to mind is Kevin Samuels. Kevin Samuels wasn't the first man to want to hold females accountable and men being held accountable too. You understand what I'm saying? But it's going to take us. We got to start in our own little cubicle first. Because you're looking on the internet and you're thinking no, we should be able to work through certain things in a relationship. And you got to want to, especially if you're having black love. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to have more love. Love ain't enough. If everything else ain't clicking, love is going to go right out the window. So you had.
Talking about that Pop Wilson and Remy Black Love?
I'm gonna leave that alone because you talking about people that got punched. There was supposed to be a scuffle. See, what he trying to do? He's deflecting. He's deflecting.
Wait, hold on. What happened?
You know how y'all do. You know how you do. It's all in the news that there was Remy cheating now, and they want to bring this up.
I don't think she was cheating.
I don't think she was cheating. But anything's possible. Anything's possible.
No, he supported that's Black Love.
So the negative side of staying too long, straining other relationships. You fall in love with the addiction. A lot of people don't know addiction happens through pain a lot. You understand what I'm saying? It be calling me. You know what I'm saying? How you feel about that, Poogie? Well, he's still itching, ladies and gentlemen.
I love her.
I love her and I can't let her go. So sometimes, that other person is addicted. And there's ways you got to go to bring them to the light.
A lot of stuff outweighs what the situation. Sometimes you cope what is really wrong in the relationship by other things that y'all like to do together.
Yeah, but that cover up can only happen for
and it could be
so
kids
long.
Holding on.
But the kids is not gonna hold you together. The kids is not gonna hold you. I told my significant other one time. I said, "What else do we have besides the kids?" And they looked at me like, "What you become a left field with some shit?" Because I'm always thinking towards the future. The kids are gonna grow up. They're gonna leave, and it's gonna be y'all. So if you don't have something stable while they're there, that's bigger than just them. When they go, what's gonna happen? This is why you got these people breaking up 70 years, and now they separate. The kids are all grown up. Mm-hmm. The dog done died. So we gonna go buy another dog just so we can stay together?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Al,
Not all pets die. We got the I just said the cat,
Al,
the
we
dog,
need
and
some
the
help.
hamsters.
Ladies and gentlemen, we need some help. We need some help. And then we had
You killing dogs and all that.
you can suffer psychological harm. If you stay too long, you suffer the psychological harm. And I think that's where we at an all-time high right now, especially with the females. You know, you're damaged. Your self-esteem is down. You know what I'm saying? Now, everybody want to be naked and go get the BBLs and everything. Self-esteem is down. The anxiety and fear. And I think
Hard
that's why they
therapy
say
helps
the fear. You know what I'm saying? So those are some of the things that happen on that side of the coin. So the reason why I bring that up, if you're dating somebody, male or female, and they came out of a bad relationship, those are some of the things that you're gonna have to face when you're getting with them after the 90 days, the 120 days, the 300. So give them time, because they're gonna take time for that to come down. You understand what I'm saying? But also now, if you're that person that came from a jacked up relationship, when you got a good one, you gotta open your eyes to it as well. Because see, now you went from being in a bad relationship to now you're on the other side of the coin. Anytime you see anything that's any resemblance of something that could have happened in a previous relationship, you hitting the road. You know what I mean? So
Heads
or tails.
Grocery or heads?
I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what's going on here today. No more indubitably speaking before he comes to behind the enemy lines, Al. I'm saying I think he caught a whip or something. So I don't know what's going on here. So it's the wild card time, and then we're gonna get into the second half of what we talking about, ladies and gentlemen. It's the wild card. It's happening at 6:15. If you have a topic you would like to talk about, it now is the time for you to put it inside. You know what I'm saying? The chat. You can call in 347-708-0216, and we're gonna do a wild card time. Let's go.
Let's go.
Lady D said, they both are. Yeah,
20,
that joint is
30,
hard right
60.
there. This is what we do.
10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60.
This is what we do, ladies and gentlemen. This is what we do. So the wild card, like I said, is our time when we open up to a different topic, something that don't have to be nothing that what we were just talking about. And if you put one in the chat, we'll bring it up. But Wiz did have one, so we're gonna pull up Wiz's wild card, and we're gonna go from there, ladies and gentlemen. And if you got one, don't be afraid. Like I said, put it up there. It could be anything. The shooting that happened in Chicago, whether it was bus fares going up, the fire coming from Canada, and the smoke and all that. So Wiz, go ahead and read your. It's running right across the bottom. Wiz, wild card. Is sex much better than in a toxic relationship? Ooh, Warbucks, nice one. Wiz.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Hell ladies and gentlemen, what y'all think? Is sex better than a toxic relationship? Why?
Yes.
Why?
Because you have everything. Everything else, but that light, that match, that flame. I'm saying sometimes.
So you got to get lit on fire. You got to get punched in your face. You got to get stuck to have good sex.
If it's balanced,
that's toxic. What do you consider toxic, Warbuck? Just screaming and yelling?
Screaming and yelling.
So y'all gotta have a full argument.
You got to remember, abuse doesn't have to be physical.
Oh no, there's different levels of abuse.
Like that.
So you come home and start an argument just to have good sex.
Sometimes it leads into that because
Warbucks, man, something wrong with y'all, man. Something wrong with y'all, man. This is why we give this third.
You saw Baby Boy, right?
Yeah, Baby Boy. I hate you, Yvette. Come in, baby.
Oh, I love you, Jody.
And you know what? My significant other, I think something going on. She like that nigga Jody too much. Now I have to roll on that nigga. But read your wild card. I'm going. Lady D says she agreed. I don't know. I've had both. But I will say I had a better connection when it wasn't toxic, because when we rolled over, it wasn't F you, nigga, get out my face. It was really like, more cuddling time.
Okay. Would you pay $250,000 to take a dangerous trip?
And why did you come up with this one, Will?
Because I'm just thinking like with the submarine thing, right?
Mm-hmm. It wasn't a real submarine. It wasn't a real submarine.
It wasn't a real submarine.
No, so we can't really call it a submarine.
Would you go pay $250,000 to go
$250,000
to see the Titanic
But your question is, would you pay $250,000 to take a dangerous trip?
Dangerous trip. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna read Salters first, and I'm gonna answer. How do parents feel about schools closing in the summer? Oh, that's a wild topic. Me personally, I think it's great, that schools are closed in the summer. I just wish there was a way where the jobs could align, so you, as a parent, you could spend some of that time at home when they're off in the summer. I think it's only wear and tear when a parent can't be involved. You know what I'm saying? Like you got some parents. This is the kids are not going to be kids long. They're growing faster than you think. Wasn't it yesterday we was at baby girl's graduation?
Yeah.
And it's only we're like 2 years away from graduation. It feels like again.
No, 3. Next year I do have a graduation with my son.
Yeah, but we talking about the daughter.
But I'm saying no.
This is
I'm
going
saying
into
we
our
got
second
3
year
years.
college.
No, she just finished her first year.
First year, she's going into her second year. That's what I'm saying.
Don't rush
But it goes
Don't rush
faster.
it.
It goes faster. Al, we gotta take a trip, man. Cause the boyfriend just the boyfriend just graduated too. You ain't think I saw that, huh?
Yeah.
You ain't think I saw that, huh? Yeah, I'm into.
Yeah, I
I'm
like
into.
him. I like him.
So how do other parents, please, y'all in the chat, please, parents, answer the question. How do y'all feel about summer school being out? Like I said, kids need a break.
It's better now because right now they old. I'm saying my son's gonna be working this summer, so hey, they working. Hey,
well, I like them when they young.
I like them like
you
this, but no, sometimes because it's hard because you gotta think these summer programs don't be long enough, and they don't. You really got to.
Yeah, but everybody needs a break at some point. You know what I'm saying? And coming off of COVID and everything else that was going on, there wasn't a lot of break, and it still was a lot of chaos when they was home. It's good to be home for a good reason, to go to the beach, to go to the park.
Go to the pool.
It's only 3 months. It's gonna go faster than what you know.
Yes, it is.
Reggie said the boatload of black people that disappeared around the time of the submarine incident. Wow, you know what I'm saying? That is a tough topic, ladies and gentlemen. What y'all think about that? That disappeared. And I believe that was a container of people. Dot, what's up, Dot? Shots with Dot. Hey, Dot, we had some shots for you while I was on my lazy river, man. It was a beautiful thing. Yeah, that was a tough subject, man. How do y'all feel about
that was 700 people, right?
No, it was more than that. It was crazy.
How many people was on that ship?
It felt like
and there was no coverage.
For you to sink a boat, that's got to be a lot of people because you got space on the bottom of the boat, the top deck. You know what I'm saying? So that might have been 2,000 people, 3,000 maybe.
But yeah, it was a migrant.
Would you have sex with your woman if she just came from work out of the gym for 2 hours? I'm a nasty dog. Yes, I would.
Man, come on. Ain't no man. I'm not.
Listen. You lying, Wiz. You did it before. $4 is asking because he did it already.
What? I would. I said I would.
You know you would. Okay, I just want.
I just said I would.
All right.
And do a press conference like, yo, my stamina was like good on par. She was looking. Sweat was off her body. Was looking amazing. I was like, yo. So don't take a shower.
Don't take a shower. Just come right in.
Let's come in. We take
a
shower.
Some of that. Sometimes when you sweaty, you sexy. You know what I'm saying? You just go for it. So to answer the question, and y'all can answer the question too. The wild card question. Would I take a dangerous trip for $250,000? Yes, I would. Because I'm not gonna lie, the giraffe.
I zip line. Did you zip line?
No, I ain't zip line. I'm too heavy right now. But I want to zip line. Yes.
I zip line.
Every time I go somewhere, like you're big guy, we ain't got no space for you. I'm tired of this, man.
That's the most dangerous thing you can do.
But I would do it because you're going at that speed. Speed and force is a problem. So I would. Like when Jurassic Park came out with the second or third one, when they had the little ball and you can sit in the bowl and go around Jurassic Park.
You would do that?
Yeah, I would do that. I would. I love to see stuff that, like, I want to see it, but I want to be able to get away from it.
Look at this. Look at this. Look at this.
Ladies and gentlemen, how many of y'all will pay that much to go see a trip? Now, as far as the ocean view or whatever it is to call that drink, I knew it was a problem once you got to seal me in from the outside. No. That means even if it came up, I still couldn't get out because I wanted to.
I'm doing the submarine bags.
No.
Like the car bags?
Yeah, but the real submarines don't even go that low.
But they told you the Titanic. I watched the documentary of the Titanic, and it explained that why they can't lift the ship up because the pressure.
Yeah, they gotta come up. Yeah, they gotta come up.
I'm not going there.
Certain meters at a time.
I ain't jacking stove.
But I would do a Jurassic Park type thing. I really would. You know what I'm saying? Like as long as I can get away from the T-Rex, I think that'd be dope.
I wouldn't even do
safari. How many of y'all would?
I wouldn't do a safari with the rapid safari.
Well, you stupid. I do safari. I like that stuff. I like when we drive through. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll be close enough to a lion.
Listen, I'm not going.
I'll be close enough to a tiger.
Everglades.
I would go to the Everglades. People try to climb up the mountain and freeze to death. I'll do that.
I'm not
try.
doing that. No,
I'll try.
I don't
Not
like
enough
coldness.
money in the world to take a trip that dangerous. You a coward.
I'll be a coward.
I wouldn't have done that trip. A Jurassic Park, nah. Yeah, y'all don't want to live a little bit. Y'all gotta live a little bit, man.
No,
we the apex predators.
I ain't trying to be.
Apex.
I'm not trying to be a full chain.
Oh my God. So before we get into the pressure check, we want to say that's the wild card. Thank y'all for participating. Please continue to send us your different types of topics y'all want to talk about.
That's that white people is.
And we're gonna swing
Ain't
right
no
back
black
into
people was in the submarine. Ain't no back. There was no
There's no bathroom. There's a bathroom in real submarine, and that thing wasn't a submarine. It was no bathroom in that, but there's a real bathroom in a submarine. All right. But the only thing about submarines, you know what they say, right? 60 sailors go down, 30 relationships come up.
Nah, I think the word
is a man who put his woman on a pedestal even before his own purpose. I guess. I think that's just love. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that's a simp. That was Trayline that said that. Would you have sex with your woman if she took a dump and then hop in the shower? Y'all already eating the groceries, but you know what? But you know what? Let's keep it 100. Let's keep it 100. You guys, can we keep it 100? This is behind enemy lines. What's up, my uncle guy? You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all checking them out on the morning coffee. Uncle, make sure you put that link in there. Yes. Now listen, Wiz, can I keep 100? Yeah. Can I keep 100? Gotta keep 100. Every man has already done it. Some knowingly, some unknowingly. But you got the young generation because you got this new song that's out. You little dirty mom. You're dirty. They running through red lights. So you think they're not gonna worry about some doodle? They running through red lights. It's a song out right now about a young girl that's saying she wants it on her situation. The young kids are doing it. So Warbucks, they doing it. All right, they're doing it.
I got the definition for simp. Sis, missing people.
Oh my God! Now you're just making up your own. Well, at least we're doing better than tug of war. Y'all words of the day is good here. But I want to touch the second part of the coin before we get to our pressure check, so y'all get the other point. Once again, if you came out of a tough situation, sometimes when you get into a situation, it's hard for you to let down your guard. So guys or girls know that you're going into that.
That's what it says. Shit, I'm playing.
Well, shit, then you playing. And then you got certain people that go into relationships like these guys with 8 names and never gave the woman an opportunity. And now I am Tyrone, but I'm here to put that thing on your forehead. No, let me stop playing. You know what I'm saying?
See, now I'm gonna go home and then she probably like, you better go call Tyrone.
Well, that's your fault. I'm always coming to bail somebody out. That's why I'm here. But now on the other side, for them people that are afraid to chance relationships because of maybe what they heard, something that happened to them when they was like in a pre-relationship at 12, 13, and you think everything is bad. Take some time. I'm not saying it goes both ways. It goes both ways. The coin go both ways, male or female. These are things that's happening in a relationship.
Whoa, you gotta read that. I'm not reading that.
We wanna. Why you don't never want to read nothing, man?
You always want.
I eat ass, but after we clean it first, I gotta see the ass get clean before I touch my tongue. That's what I'm saying. They running through red lights. Groceries been happening. You think it started with you, young whippersnappers? Your great daddy that had some groceries.
No,
he don't have Aunt Jemima. No, he got Aunt Jemima. He got Aunt Jemima right. Soon she came out the field flipping them pancakes. He got some. He wasn't waiting for her to go in the shower. We don't want to hear none of that. During slavery, when they come and they got cotton hanging all out their head, they getting it all in the thorn bush. It was happening. It ain't happening with these young boys. Would you make a whole housewife? Yes, I would. And we talked about this on the show. People change. But let me get to the second part of the coin. Before we go to the and it was a PhD, Rhonda Gunther, and she was in Psychology Today with this article that I read, and it talked about 6 reasons people regret ending a relationship too soon. And y'all should go back and read it. I'm just going to touch on the 6 topics, and we go from there. A was fear of commitment. B was lack of readiness for a long-term relationship. 6, going back to an unfinished relationship. All right. 4 was lack of faith in a successful long-term relationship. 5, and I love the number 5. That's my number. Choosing easy over challenging. A lot of people do that. You know what I'm saying? Whenever the relationship looks like it's going to be challenging, I'd rather run with my other name and go get something easy. That's what y'all was doing. And Number 6, I really like because I didn't know this could be a skill, and I think more of us should try to develop this skill.
What's the skill, my brother?
Lacking the skill to transform romantic feelings into a deeper love. Okay? So those are the 6 things that people either fear or don't know how to work
Say
on.
that last one again.
Number 6, lacking the skill, because this is a skill, lacking the skill to transform a romantic feeling into a deeper love. Here he goes with the mop, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know. These are not the views of our access radio. Oh my God. Oh my God. This is not behind the enemy lines right now. This is WIZZ.
Romantic, right?
Please don't. That's not romantic. But you got to take it to another level. That means put the mop in the bucket and clean it and then caress it. See, he lacks the skill. He's just doing the basic. You lack the skill. We got to work on improving the skill, ladies and gentlemen. This is how you get better, stronger relationships to continue to grow. And a lot of people do that. Fear the commitment of something bad happening before it even happens, because you done heard it from so many people. How many times you went through that? Or may have heard that? Keep it real. Ladies and gentlemen, Dot Vieira said relationships are hard. We agree. And this is why we need these other elements to help map us through it. You know what I mean? Because sometimes people don't give us everything we need. You know what I'm saying? Even when we talk about our third topic, you know, does time really make bad situations better? You know what I mean? They say time heals all wounds except for the dead, right? And then they have other quotes like, what doesn't kill you makes you better. And distance makes the heart grow fonder. Al, have you ever heard any of those, Al? Oh, and how many of them really held weight back in the days? Oh. Exactly. So that part is missing. You know what I mean? So when you get into something and you want to take flight right away, you have to reflect on self and realize that there's something in you that you still have to continue to grow and work on to be fair to that other person in the relationship. How about if that hoe got trains ran on her, would you make that hoe a housewife? And I'm gonna answer this question. I'm
22.
I'm gonna answer this question.
22.
And then Al, you can go to my first call. Wiz, go ahead.
I'm 22.
Is that? They are Dot Vieira. No matter how long you've been with the person. Yes, and that's what it's talked about when we get to the third topic, more after we do the pressure check, because it's pressure check time. We're going to call some random people and see how they feel about what we're talking about. When you talk about fear of commitment, that's not just in the beginning of a relationship or the middle or the end. That can happen at any point because the relationship evolves. And a lot of people are afraid of evolution, but it's happening every day.
That's true.
Are you really the same person? So when you talk about how much trains was run on her, I'm gonna keep it really, really honest. If you don't have no STD, God bless you. If you don't have no disease that you can't give back, God bless you. I won't even say get back or get rid of.
But I'm gonna say this.
I'm still gonna make you a housewife. If I love you, I'll do it.
Okay,
I'll do it.
We just talked about indubitably speaking, right?
Oh, see,
guy named Adam, 22. His girl's a porn star. And he married her. Now,
what's wrong with that?
Are you marrying a porn star?
Yes, if I wasn't in a committed relationship right now, I had a chance to do it over. Ty's greatest hits, baby.
Al, we have insurance here, man, because
we all thought about every man watching right now.
There's no way.
Every man watching right now knew at one point in time in your life you wanted to be some type of porn star. That was you just didn't know how to get. You just wasn't exposed.
Shout out
to
DJ
it.
Polo. I was on the road with him and Ron Jeremy.
Come on.
But no.
Everybody wasn't saved when they was young, running gun gunner. You know what I'm saying? So for a porn star, that's her job. You know what I'm saying? But if that man is strong enough, and that's what I talk about when you talk about the fear of commitment. If he's strong enough to handle that situation and support her, and like I said, you don't got no STDs.
And I met her hunter, and I'm like,
what's the problem? If he's happy, they happy. What's the problem?
No, I can't.
Al, I'm ready for the first number. I would, like I said, if I was strong enough at that time to be a porn star?
No, I'm gonna be like, what's the name of the best man? I'm thinking I'll be crying every time. I'm like, dude.
Nah, I'm not gonna be crying all the time. You know what I'm saying? Because he still can't hit it like me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? I still know I'm the cream of the crop.
So
the pressure check is what we call random people, and I said it before, so we can get they feel on our topic and what we talking about.
She'd be like, I knew you from somewhere.
Yeah, you know me. You saw me on back. Lack 299. That's me, baby. You want an autograph? That's
No.
me. You know what I'm saying? That's
We
me.
eating the meal. We don't want to
Listen,
know
listen,
about her past
everybody
sex
has a job. Everybody has a
No.
responsibility. If I'm strong enough to take on that responsibility, then that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. Don't be afraid to. And I would say that to a lot of guys. Don't be afraid to take on what. If you can take on it, you can bear it on your shoulders, and you take it on, and you make it do what it do. Forget about what everybody thinks.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Pride gets us in trouble, man.
That'd be pride.
Nah, I'm not gonna let my pride, you know what I'm saying, ruin
no,
my
no,
situation. I'm not gonna
Nah.
let the pride ruin my situation.
I'm sorry.
Nah, I'm gonna go for it. I ain't gonna be afraid. If it works and you can handle
Please leave your message for.
Oh man, we got the WIZZ button on one of my calls. Go with number 2, Al. Go with number 2. You know, that's crazy. That's crazy. So yeah, I would make that. And then lack of readiness for a long-term relationship. A lot of times people won't admit that they're not ready, just like y'all with the 8 names. Why y'all ain't just tell the girls y'all wasn't ready?
Because we didn't know where it was gonna go.
After you hit it about 5 times, you knew it was an attachment. See? You see how we got a call? We gotta do the dance. We gotta do the dance. We gotta do the dance. Caller, you're live on Behind Enemy Lines.
With WIZZ and Gate.
What's going on? Oh, nobody's there. Oh man, we got pranked. We got pranked. This is ridiculous. Chucky, cut it out. We're gonna get to your segment in a minute. We still got time.
I told Heather Hunter that don't be calling me.
See, this is what happens when you talk about porn stars and stuff. People start getting scared, man.
I'm saying, I told Heather not to call me here.
Look at that. I'd marry a porn star. Porn stars are more action than sex.
No, I'm not married. No.
I would marry a porn star. Y'all lying.
No, I don't know.
You said you met Heather who?
I met Heather Hunter, yeah.
Oh, Harley Dean is bad too. I like Harley Dean. I think it's Harley Dean.
Heather was cute too.
Yeah, Heather Dean.
Like,
Oh man, all right. I'll marry her. She comes school me up. It works for you, then so be it. You got to believe that. So then you got also, lack of faith in a successful long-term relationship. How many people have lack of faith in a long-term successful relationship?
Man, me marrying a porn star, that'll bring insecurity.
You got to have faith. What is the insecurity? You get to keep her.
But everybody saw her.
It doesn't. They see her anyway.
I can't hide her from the world. Everybody knows her.
Most of the guys are already seeing them when they win what they win today anyway.
The Uber guy leaving my apartment, I'll be like, yo, did you sleep with him?
And if he did, how does that change anything for you?
Be insecure, man.
No, don't be insecure. Have faith that is going to work out. I guess we ain't got no pressure check. Nobody's answering us today. I guess they scared today, man. Okay, Salt Man, where you at? Where you at? Where you at, man? Where you at? This is Behind Enemy Lines, bro. Come on, dog. You know that we needed you, and you running from the front line. You know what I'm saying? You're afraid of a long commitment in a successful relationship. You know what I mean? So, yeah, we can hit him back.
And we're gonna call you back, Salt Man.
And like I said, number 5, stop choosing the easy, guys. You know what I'm saying? If you gotta work,
hold on.
Be committed.
Which side are you on?
I'm on the side of winning. That's why I'm a Giants fan. I'm on the side of winning.
I'm taking my girl.
You know what I'm saying? He's taking his girl and he's out, ladies and gentlemen. But this is why we behind Enemy Lines. This is why. Then be out. Make sure you stick it on the bucket first. Ladies and gentlemen.
Hello.
Oh man,
Hello.
What's up, Salt Man? You live on Behind the Enemy Lines with Gatekeeper on WIZZ.
This is Salt Man.
What's going on, Salt? We need to sprinkle some salt into this cut room.
Because they got up here.
Because he's being salty right now.
Don't worry about the scam likely, man. We got that Salt Bay, man. Come and get some of this, man. So we want you to sprinkle.
Yeah. I was listening to y'all talk about relationships and stuff like that.
Okay, so we want to get your take on something. Which one you want to hit him with? Wiz? 1, 2, or 3?
And what's 2?
2? Okay. Warning signs. Do we quit relationships too early, or do we stay in unhealthy relationships too long? Your opinion, Salt.
I would have to. Well, I have to use my experience.
Well, use it, so use it.
Well, I'm going to use my experience.
You know what I'm saying? You say we got security. You know what I'm saying? You protected by the I-Access Radio security team.
You go in the bathroom and whisper.
I'm under the witness protection program.
Yeah, we got you.
Do like I used to do. Go into the bathroom like, yo. It works.
So your opinion, so
It's always, I'm gonna be just like the boy said in tug of war. It's always to keep the peace. You want to be very peaceful, and in your relationship. So you would have to be honest. Be honest in the beginning. You know, let all your let all your feelings out if you could in the beginning. So you don't want to be deceived in the end.
That's right. That's true. But you know, so what I learned, if you stay too long in the bathroom, the woman ain't gonna go in there because they thought you blew it up. So no one in. No woman. Don't
Hey,
you?
that's why I'm working on another one. You gotta have 2 bathrooms, man.
No, but I'm saying a woman will never come after you in the bathroom. Like, you in the bathroom? Okay, don't forget to spray. Okay.
So have you ever
Man,
been?
the way it is now, if you got 1 bathroom, oh, they coming in. They're coming in. They wasn't in the SWAT team.
Oh my God.
Oh my.
All right, so let me ask you this. So then we're gonna let you go because we got Chucky's cut coming up. Are relationships tests a myth or are they the real deal? And have you ever done a relationship test?
I never did. I have to admit, I never did no relationship test.
Never? You lying? Are you lying?
No, I'm telling the truth.
Gay's
I don't
on
even know
something
what that
today.
is.
He
I don't
against
know what
us.
that is.
All right, so a relationship test is like you lock all the doors on the car except for the side where you let her in. You let her in the car and then you walk around and then you testing her to see if she's gonna open the lock for you to let you in the car or she gonna just wait for you to try to rip the door off. If she opens the door, that means she's got your back. If she doesn't, it means it's gonna be a bad relationship. You never had a test like that you ran? Come on, you old
No,
school.
I never read tests like that. I'm a car, motorcycle guy. I'm on the road, stuff like that. You tell them the situation. If they don't apply to it, I'm leaving you. You know, if you're in the woods, you know there's animals, there's lions and tigers and bears.
Oh
When
my.
you going in, you better be strapped. If you ain't strapped, you run out of bullets. Don't look at me.
All right, well, so we want to appreciate you. So you think that, relationship tests are a myth, you know what I'm saying? And you just got to keep it real with them. Be straightforward.
Yes, that's what I believe.
Okay. Well, we thank you for your call. And we're going to get back to the show. We hope that you're enjoying it.
Okay,
And thank
I'll
you
be
for
listening.
supporting.
I'll be listening. And thanks for calling. It's
Thanks
been
for
a month
support.
of Sundays.
A month of Sundays. We're going to keep you back in the regular rotation. We apologize.
All right.
And we thank you for supporting Tug of War as well.
Oh, yeah, I like them boys. Oh, Miss Wild Thought, she's all right.
All right, cool. So before we get into Chucky's Cut, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna touch our third topic a little bit more. And like I said, feel free to go back and research both of those on the internet. You could just type it in, 6 reasons people regret ending a relationship, or you can put in the dangers of staying in an unhealthy relationship. Those are 2 really good articles. I think you will enjoy them, and they really get in depth. And it's crazy, but it's good how you can. Everything is really self-applying first. So I want you to say when I'm bringing these tests and I'm talking about these different things, it's not just because I'm looking at the other person. It's understanding what that person may be going through while you're getting with them first and foremost, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then being able to explain to someone else what you're going through. Because every time we talk about relationships, everybody talking about the biggest thing is what they go for first.
Big button smile.
No, not the big button smile. He's still in the 90s. Communication. Women and people always say communicate. Now, I don't want to go to trust yet. I don't want to go to trust yet. But they always say communicate. You don't communicate. You don't communicate. Well, we got to start communicating in the right language so we understand what's being said. You know what I mean? So you got to have both sides of that coin. No point star. Come on, Silver Bid. I'm taking the point star, baby.
No.
I'm taking it. I ain't afraid to say it. And you know what?
Because you can't ask her as his mom's, because everybody had her.
I think Big Beard, that's my brother, Silver Beard. I think he can also explain a little bit more about the sitting across from each other at the dinner table. I think me and him heard the same person speaking about that, so you can drop it in the chat.
But that's intimate.
So now, does time really make bad situations better? Do you agree? Yeah or nay? Yeah or nay? I want to know if people agree. Yeah or nay? You agree? Yeah or nay?
I say it depends. It might work out. It might work out.
Everybody that's in the chat room, does time really make bad situations better? And once again, I was reading an article on Talkspace by Elizabeth So, and the name of her article was, "Do tough times really bring out really bring you closer as a couple. Really good read, really good understanding point in it. And I read to understand. We got to get back to that, 'cause a lot of people just read the words. Go and understand it. And we got Chucky's Cup coming in at 6:45. So stay in tune for Chucky's Cut. We do have who we got?
Baby Butter.
Baby Butter, and we got the code 2XYBQ song.
The song is called Back to Back.
Back to back. So make sure y'all stay in tune so y'all can vote for that. So this third topic in this situation, I didn't think staying in a bad situation could get better. But once again, when I saw the first two topics and how things worked out, I realized that yes, staying in a bad situation could get better when you learn what's being communicated before you go. So the things that they talked about was, hey, what doesn't kill you makes you better. Like I said, distance makes the heart grow fonder. You know, those things could happen. And they talked about, not all relationships conflicts are created equal. You got to remember that. So if you're going through a bad situation, and WIZZ is going through a bad situation, our bads may be two different bads. So you may be able to help me see the good and what I can fix, and vice versa. So instead of us both just being like, oh my God, it's the worst thing in the world, what am I going to do? You know, focus on, is there a light to the dark? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
What you think about that?
That's true. I believe it.
2, you're not a couples counselor. We got to start remembering that. Even me, I'm guilty of it sometimes. I overanalyze, I superanalyze, and I think I know what they're saying. But now I realize sometimes you want my advice, but you don't want my help. It don't sound like it makes sense, but now I understand that makes sense. All right. So remember, when you're going through a situation, and we're not talking about the abuse situations. We're talking about things that can be worked on with communication and hard work. It can get better. The strongest weapons and materials is created through trauma, pressure. Look at swords and diamonds. I agree 100%. And that's why I'm bringing this up. Because you got a lot of people that don't want to put in the work to get a diamond, that don't want to put in the work to have a sharp sword, but you want to be on the front lines of the war.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Warbuck said, would you take a porn star or the stripper?
Warbuck with the porn star. I'm taking the porn star.
I'm taking the stripper.
She's skilled in what she can do, and she can lie to me. You can lie to me.
I'm saying, I saw the Players Club.
Can we leave the porn star alone? And everybody wanted Diamond. Cut it out. Act like you ain't want Diamond. You would have scooped her with a biscuit, brother.
Yeah, but Diamond
all right then. Come on,
Diamond didn't get touched.
Come on, stop lying, man. Stop lying.
They set up
This
Diamond.
is the part of the problem.
They set up Diamond, but I still
much
take Diamond.
Lying and saying it's all right to say you would be with a porn star. That don't mean I'm gonna just hop out my relationship go get a porn star now, but
I take the stripper.
She better treat me good, because the porn star come by, she got that money.
Stripper.
And she like to do what I like to do.
And we put a pole up in the liver.
And a pole up in the liver. I ain't swinging on the pole, but I watch. I watch. I'm gonna give you one of those Monopoly guns. Bang, 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 bang.
No,
and you know what?
I get the Monopoly roof dollars.
You know what? And she might be into that. So realize you're not, you know what I'm saying, a couples counselor. You know what I'm saying? So if you need professional help, get the professional help. Don't try to always figure it out by yourself. And sometimes you need a counselor just for you, and not just your man that's drinking 40, smoking weed.
Nah, you go to the old people that went through, the people that your grandmother, your uncles and your aunts. Speak to them. That's in successful relationships. Because everything got to be put in work.
And sometimes you can't speak to family, so you got to be.
But you got to decide hypothetically. You got to hit with the hypothetically.
And when you speak in the family, if it's really somebody you trust and take their advice, like my uncle guy, I trust and take his advice. But I don't just give my part of the story. Remember, there's 3 parts of the story. Your side, her side. Look, he started rubbing his head with no head. Your side, her side, and the truth. Give the whole truth, and then take what's given back to you. You know what I'm saying? Netflix, How to Build a Sex Room. Oh my God. I'm gonna leave that alone.
Oh snap. Hold on.
Another part they talked about, tough times are universal. Don't think that you're the only one going through a tough time. You understand what I'm saying? And we touched on that with the diamond and the sword. Tough times are universal. And in this research, it goes a lot deeper in it. But when you know that tough times are there, you know what I'm saying, it goes a lot better. You know what I'm saying? And I said that in one of my newest verses that I came up with about a year ago. You know what I'm saying? Tough times, look forward to it. You know what I mean? Damn, you know what's best for you. 4, know what's best for you. Diamonds get touched by Chrissy touched in Miami.
You talking about Players Club? Yeah, down here. They was in Miami.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I might watch that tonight.
Number 4, you know what's best for you. Know what's best for you. If it's really not working, then don't stay no longer. But do it for you, not because you're trying to prove something to your partner, not because you're trying to prove something to somebody else watching. Number 5, and I love number 5s. It's number 5. Up your relationship game with expert resources. That means, once again, go and get in touch with the best of the best that know about where you're trying to go and what you're trying to accomplish. Sometimes you can't get it for free. Don't just get the cheap kind on YouTube. Sometimes you might have to go sit in a couple seminars on relationships, a couple seminars on sex. We have it here on our Access Radio when you tune in to Wild Thoughts. A couple seminars on how to communicate. A couple seminars on how to deal with a rough partner. A couple seminars, and a lot of these things are free or they hitting in books. You know what I mean? So, does time really make bad situations better? I believe yes, if you're handling it right, and depending on the bad situation.
A lot of people go through rough patches.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And just because it's a rough patch doesn't mean it's the end of the world. But now if you keep committing the same crime, that's not a rough patch. You're a repeat offender, and you need to get away from them as quick as possible.
Yes.
You agree?
Yeah.
So that's our 3 topics. We're going to go into the what? Chucky's Cut. You know what I'm saying? So we're talking about Chucky's Cut and why we doing this and how we bringing it.
This is Chucky's Cut. Is where we do friends that become strangers
that become family. That's what we doing. Strangers that became family. So this is your opportunity, and we got a dope artist by the name of what?
Baby Butter.
Baby Butter. And let's go back to back.
The song is called Back to Back.
And for you guys that want to vote, please, everybody that's on here right now, go and vote, find a device, share the live. We appreciate all of y'all. We got 2, X as in Xavier, Y as in yellow, B as in boy, Q as in queen. All right, and Chucky is trying to catch a body. Do we want to keep or kill? And yes, we are still focused on making this mixtape. It's gonna happen. So that's why we're doing this. If he makes the cut, we're gonna keep it and put it on a mixtape. And if he gets killed, you know, it's another body under the cement. You know what I mean? That's what we're doing.
But everybody's a winner.
Everybody's a winner. You gaining one more friend than you had yesterday. You getting one more opportunity than you had yesterday. What more can you have? Because you asked for.
That's right.
All you gotta do is email us, bhlfamily52@yahoo.com. You know what I'm saying? And make it happen, ladies and gentlemen. We live.
Yes.
I'm about to say, I hate it.
Oh my God, is that butter?
Butter. They say I'm running laps, this is just a walk. Fuck your Instagram, we don't need to talk. What? I ain't like that anyway, I play my role. I was locked in before I hit them shows. Now I'm bigger now, independent style. Just like a businessman, I got the max down. Now I'm washing out those fakes, I'm feeling fat. Swimming laps around these hoes, I ain't gonna drown. In them big leagues, take my picture now. Watch how fast, man, I flip this 100,000. Oh, you ain't never seen it, I'ma show you how. You gonna stand on up and watch how we get down. Okay. First you get it, then you set it. I heard it. Then you match it, then you pack it. Then you zip it, so you can flip it. Wow. Get it? Point of the mission, get that chicken. I'm going back after back after back. Okay. Spending rack after rack after rack. Hey, I don't give a damn, bitch, and that's a fact. Got my team strong, you know where we at. Let them hear it, man. I'm going back after back after back. Spending rack after rack after rack. I don't give a damn, bitch, and that's a fact. Got my team strong, you know where we at. Holding that weight down, pressed against the law. Trying to move fast, watch how you get lost. Better take it slower, you gon' lose it all. But if we feelin' iffy, cat go make that call. Now we in them heads, zooming to the title. Okay. Trying to make a good ski mask in them hoodies. But now we getting low, drop close to the floor. So when we hit that dope, you know how it go. First we kick in, then we aim out. Then when we get in, They gon' lay down, then grab them dishes, pop all them snitches. Point of the mission, there's no witness. I'm going back after back after back, spending rack after rack after rack. Yeah, I don't give a damn, listen, that's a fact. Got my team strong, you know where we at. I'm going back after back after back, spending rack after rack after rack. Yeah, I don't give a damn, bitch, and that's a fact. Got my team strong, you know where we at.
Pressure. But applying that pressure, ladies and gentlemen.
right.
Now, here's the great thing about this, man. We're not here to critique. We're not here to say yay or nay. It's not up to the gatekeeper. It's not up to WIZZ. I mean, we got a ballot, but we're not the only ballots here. So, ladies and gentlemen, y'all need to go vote right now to keep or kill that track by Butter.
Let's go back to back.
Back to back. You know what I'm saying? It's up to y'all. It ain't up to us, man. It feels good to be back, man.
It's good.
It feels good to be back.
Back to back.
Back to back. We back to back.
back.
I hope you guys enjoyed, the conversations that we had today. Relationships, test or myths? I think it's a myth. You know what I mean? Don't test everything. Sometimes just go with the flow. You know what I mean? And whatever happens, happens.
See, I'm going on the other side with that. I think it's good to have a test because sometimes you learn from somebody.
I agree. Nothing wrong with having a test.
You say pressure. I mean, we run away. See if we run away if it gets too high.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with you on that. I mean, I don't need no test, but if you feel like you need one, there's multiple out there. Research, use them right. You know what I'm saying? Don't be that it person. Don't be a Karen with it, but use it. Warning signs. Warning signs. You know what I mean? If you've been running from a relationship, you should go and read the 6 reasons people regret. You know what I'm saying? Ending a relationship too soon. Maybe it'll give you the reasons to stay with a relationship and work through it. If you've been in a bad relationship and you don't kind of know how to get out, or you don't really know how to gauge where you really are, you can go read the dangers of staying in an unhealthy relationship and see where you are and if you should get out before it becomes a real dangerous relationship. Does time really make a bad situation better? It could, if you guys are all wanting to go the same way. And that's what we want to do behind enemy lines. We want to give guys, someone said that track was fire. Shout out to them. Make sure you go and vote it as well so we can keep it. You know what I'm saying? Don't just let us know. Everybody in the chat, man, I want to see a yes or no if you voted, man. Let us know if you voted for the track. You know what I'm saying? You're going to say if you wanted to keep or kill, but come on, let us know if you vote for the track. We do this for these independent artists. And like I said, all of us have inspired and started somewhere. You know, and we know
all music.
All music, all genres. We don't care. BHL Family 52 at yahoo.com. You can email us there. MP3 format. You just need the song title and the artist name. And we're just gonna vote to keep a kill. It's not even when you was doing the road team, did it get any more easier to give some support?
No.
I don't even think back in the days they was making it that easy for you to get around some people that can give you an opportunity. If you're interested in being interviewed on Behind the Enemy Lines or any one of these shows, you can reach out to me. You can reach out to WIZZ. We'll get you to the right people. If it's not our show you want to be on, we got a lot of shows on our Access Radio. What's some of the shows we got?
Extremities.
Phoenix.
Hood to Hood.
Phoenix Soul.
And Dually Speaking.
Mike
Wyatt and Tiny.
Tug of War.
I'm saying
Hood to Hood.
Hood to Hood.
Extremities.
That
be our experience. We got a lot of shows going on. Did we miss any out? I don't know if we Wild Thoughts.
How you forget?
Because we was talking about it earlier. We talked about it, so we would just assume everybody know. If they listen to the show, even the shout out said, Wild Thoughts or something. So we have many outlets. There's nothing we can't work with. We're only growing, and also, they said, why you always say our Access Radio? We don't hear no music. Where's telling about the radio station? Where's?
Oh, we be bumping.
365 Live, and what else?
365 Twitch.
No. We got 2 stations we on.
TuneIn.
We on 365 and we on TuneIn 24/7, 365. You know what I mean? So there's music out there to be heard. All right. So don't say there's no music. And it's all genres. So make sure you line it up.
We forgot one more.
What?
Love and Lust.
I'm
saying.
How are we gonna forget that?
We ain't gonna forget that.
Shout
out to Rest.
So shout out to Rest Right. Great show. Thank you. We appreciate you. You guys help make this show even better. So we appreciate y'all. We'll be back June 15th.
Yes.
Takaija will be back for Takaija's Take. So make sure. Oh, July.
I'm about to say what you.
July. No,
Word.
I'm still on vacation. I'm still on
I'm
vacation.
saying it's
Because today just
today
became the
in
first.
June?
Because no, it's July. Because it's
July.
the first.
You
No, it's July. It's
why
July.
you lying?
I don't know
Why
I'm
you
lying. I don't know
lying?
why I'm lying. I don't know why I'm
You
lying. I don't know why
lying
I'm
to
lying.
me.
I don't know why I'm lying.
You
I don't know why I'm
lying
lying.
to me.
So we'll be back July 15th, 5 to 7 p.m. Make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend. Gatekeeper WIZZ. Takai's tape.
That's
It's
right.
going to be dope. It's going to be amazing. If you got topics, you can find me Gatekeeper718 on Instagram or Behind the Enemy Lines 52. Let's go Giants. You already know what it is. It's time to lock and load. We appreciate you. It feels good to be back. I want to thank Al for being here. Make sure everything is running right. Thank everybody for everything they're doing for our Access Radio.
That's right.
Listen, you know what the slogan is, right?
What's the slogan?
We the future. Ain't no limit to what we do. So it's the Gatekeeper, you know what I'm saying, WIZZ. Any final words before we check out? We want to thank everybody for tuning. Please, everybody share it, like it, post it.
I got a shout out. Shout out to New World. New World. Old Views.
Yeah, they also show on Access Radio.
And Music Buff Radio.
Music Buff Radio. See, we got a lot of outlets, so make sure y'all get in tune with us.
Extremities.
So that's Monday through Saturday.
That's right.
We got something going on, and on Sunday, turn on the radio and give us some spins, man. You'd be surprised what you're going to hear. And make sure y'all check out that new Dot Vieira video, man.
That's right.
Like Grace.
I heard 2 people in there that's cops or something.
Huh?
They doing
Hey, Jay, I need that money, Jay. Hey, Jay, I'm going to need that back, Jay.
The acting they do is amazing.
Jay, I need that money.
But stop lying to me. Stop July.
You know what it is. 5 to 7 p.m. Ain't nothing else moving in the city besides behind enemy lines. We can't stand each other, but we get along for the next 2 hours.
Right.
Peace.
Love you, bro.
Love you as well.
Oh my God, is that butter?
Butter. They say I'm running laps, this is just a walk. Fuck your Instagram, we don't need to talk. What? I ain't like that anyway, I play my role. I was locked in before I hit them shows. Now I'm bigger now, independent style. Just like a businessman, I got the Maddox down. Now I'm washing out those fakes, I'm feeling fat. Swimming laps around these hoes, I ain't gonna drown. In them big leagues, take my picture now. Watch how fast, man, I flip this 100,000. Oh, you ain't never seen it, I'ma show you how. You gonna stand on up and watch how we get down. Okay. First you get it.